And there's times when you have to pull the guns out, you have to pull the swords out, you have to have righteous indignation as a Christian for everyone that ever said, I can't get mad because I'm a Christian. As a Christian, it's like, yeah.
You'll die for them.
Real talk.
See, that's what cats out here be running their mouth, you know, you don't understand. I will die for them. Now, whatever you saying, and that yakety yak you talking, you ain't willing to die for what you saying, right. But I'm willing to die over what you said. Now that's a different dude here we talking to now. See, cause we talking about grown ass man now.
Well, if you thought celebrity feuds were just reserved for Twitter, think again, because Kanye West just turned up the heat and gave us quite the headline on social media. This time, he's taken a shot at none other than the legendary Steve Harvey, especially over some spicy allegations about his wife, Marjorie Harvey, the one that involves her getting a bit too cozy with someone that's not her husband. Yeah, and I bet you're wondering, why is Kanye getting involved in any of this? Well, it's not about the rumors necessarily. It's actually also because of Steve's super Christian persona that's got Kanye all riled up. He's basically saying, hey, you're all about the holy life, but look at what your wife's been up to. Now, before we get into it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss out on any new videos. It's free and helps us bring out content for your enjoyment. And when it comes to faith, Steve Harvey definitely follows what he says is a Christian life. In an interview with the Houston Chronicle, he talked about his mom's strong faith with church-going habits and how they rubbed off on him as a kid. He said that as he grew up, he made his faith known and started going to a Baptist church in Cleveland. But why is he all about faith? Well, Steve said it was a bit of a divine intervention and that God has been his guiding light through life. And even though he's in the public eye, Steve Harvey's very private when it comes to his faith rituals. But don't get confused here. He's not shy about talking about what he believes in. One of his favorite Bible verses is Philippians 4:13, which basically says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Harvey's also been loud and proud about his Christian faith on more than one occasion. But now, for the drama. Steve's not just about Sunday services and Bible verses. He's a regular at Chrysalis Church, which is a pretty chill, non-denominational spot in Brentwood, Tennessee. He shows up for service there, and in 2017, he even played the role of a guest pastor, dropping some wisdom about chasing your dreams and believing in yourself. And he's not just sitting in the pews. He's out there doing good things for the Christian community. He's the face of the United Way's Success Mentors Initiative, which is a program that mentors young folks and spreads the word about the importance of education. And check this out, he's the brains behind the Steve Harvey Mentoring Weekend for young men. It hooks up young guys between 13 and 18 with education, mentorship, and career advice. So with all of this, it's pretty clear that Steve Harvey's faith is a big part of his life. But now that there's some pretty unsavory, unchristian things going on with his family, someone's calling him out. And that someone is Kanye West. And what's weird is that Kanye himself is in no position to be calling out Steve. I mean, just recently, fans were scratching their heads, and the internet was buzzing with opinions as Kanye West, the man who has had his fair share of controversial moments in recent years, found himself in yet another eyebrow-raising incident. It left a lot of people wondering if the pot was calling the kettle black. Let's be honest, he's not a stranger to the controversy, but he's made some headlines for all sorts of reasons, and his latest one is one for the record books. Social media erupted with viral images of Kanye and his wife, Bianca Censori, taking a leisurely ride in a water taxi in Venice. But here's the twist that's got everyone talking. The photos depict Kanye in a rather compromising position, and that's putting it mildly. TMZ was the first to share the photos, including Kanye bare butt and full on display as he leans over with his hand placed on the back of Bianca's head. You don't exactly need to be Sherlock Holmes to see why the photos started raising eyebrows. And the way that Bianca's head was positioned, it leads to speculate that Kanye was kind of caught in the act. And what makes this even more awkward was that there were innocent tourists in nearby boats, and they were probably hoping to take in the beauty of Venice, but rather got an eyeful of whatever was happening in the boat next to them, and involving a world-famous rapper. So we should probably emphasize that we can't say for certain what was going on in the boat, but the internet stirred up a storm, and pictures can paint 1,000 words. And it seems as though a lot of those words involve a very sleazy aquatic adventure. And for some fans who have followed Kanye and heard his messages about faith and spirituality, the whole situation comes off as a tad bit hypocritical. Here's a guy preaching about Christian values, only to find himself in a very non-Christian situation. The internet, of course, is very unforgiving and was very quick to point out that irony. Like, how in the world can you even question Steve when he's literally doing things worse than what Steve has ever done in the public? And Steve at least is trying to save his family by defending Marjorie and respecting her, and that's something Kanye cannot say for himself. Did you hear the recent rumors of how he polices his wife's clothing? Now, while the recent behavior on the boat definitely raised a few eyebrows, there's more rumors about him forcing his wife to dress provocatively, and it's all in the name of promoting his new album. So a lot of people are wondering what the heck is going on behind the scenes. Just recently, a source told Page Six that Kanye's crazy antics are actually part of a very carefully orchestrated publicity stunt aimed at promoting his comeback album. Now, this is a classic case of there's no such thing as bad press. But here's the thing. This isn't the first time Kanye has stirred the pot with his actions and words. His past controversial moments, including anti-Semitic remarks, have landed him in very hot water and led to a lot of backlash from major brands around the world. So his latest shenanigans might be part of a bigger plan to keep the spotlight firmly on him, for better or for worse. And if you've been keeping tabs on Kanye's wife Bianca, she's been making waves of her own during this Italian vacation, turning heads with her choice of incredibly sheer outfits, adding to the whirlwind of attention swirling around the couple. Meanwhile, Kanye's own antics, and now infamous butt exposure, is only adding fuel to the fire. In the aftermath of these eyebrow-raising escapades, it seems that the Italians are calling for some justice. They pointed out that such actions could come with a hefty fine, reaching up to 309 pounds. That's around $380, according to the Italian Constitutional Court. Now the question is he really in a position where he can say something to Steve, or preach religion or ethics to anyone for that matter? But what happened in Steve's family that has Kanye calling him out? So for those of you who don't know, the rumor mill working overtime. Whispers about Steve Harvey's personal life spreading like wildfire. You know the guy. He's a hilarious comedian, a smooth-talking show host, and the guru of relationship advice. Well, it turns out he might be dealing with a little relationship roller coaster of his own. Here's the details. There was this buzz going around that Steve's wife, Marjorie, found herself in a bit of a sticky situation because the same Steve Harvey who's been giving us all those tips on keeping the flames of love burning bright might be in the middle of some drama himself with his love life. Is it really true, though? Did Marjorie actually go down that slippery slope of infidelity? Well, we got some nitty-gritty details to give you. It seems that our beloved funny man and talk show extraordinaire is sailing through some very turbulent waters when it comes to his personal life. The rumor mill's working overtime, saying that Marjorie, Steve's better half, got herself into a bit of a pickle when wandering off the path of marital bliss. And it's not just your garden variety cheating scandal. Nah, apparently she took a liking to not just one, but two people who are about as close to Steve as you can get. Apparently, she had a bit of a little rendezvous with one of Steve's very own bodyguards. If this were a movie, you'd say that it has more plot twists than a roller coaster ride. But here's where things get interesting. The celebrity chef, the culinary genius responsible for whipping up the food in the Harvey household, is also said to be involved. And brace yourselves. Here's the real shocker. This romantic entanglement, with all the rumors swirling around Marjorie, she also might be eyeing up a divorce with a very substantial slice of Steve's massive net worth. We're talking almost $200 million. So, what do you think? Comment down below and let us know. If you like this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every week, where I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities.